Welcome to 111 West 57th Street. This is the 43rd floor tower residence, 4,492 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, priced at $28,750,000. This apartment is all about unparalleled park and city views, incredible volume and proportion of space, and finishes of a standard that is unrivaled on Billionaires Row.
Hi, I'm Heron. I'm the series producer for Luxury Listing Price, and you will see me right here. Looking back, I wanted to include some additional information that didn't get included in the video. For example, when Amy just mentioned Billionaires Row, it is a concentrated area primarily on 57th Street overlooking Central Park, where there are a handful of ultra-luxury, super tall skyscrapers where a lot of billionaires buy homes.
And it's really the highest concentration of real estate value in New York City. Closed apartment prices have exceeded $10,000 per square foot based on recent transactions, and have even reached as high as $12,000 to $13,000 per square foot.
I want to stop right here and let that sink in. To put it into context, according to Neighborhood X, Manhattan's real estate is an average of $1,773 per square foot.
111 West 57th Street happens to be the second tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, 82 stories in height, but numbers just 46 apartments. It really is a very intimate, private collection of residences. So here we are in the great room, which is the centerpiece of this incredible full floor apartment. And of course, the first thing you notice when you walk into the room is our perfect centered alignment on Central Park, with the most incredible views rolling out in front of you. The second thing that you notice in these spaces is the incredible volume and proportion. Ceiling heights in all of our great rooms are 14 feet as standard, which is around 2 feet taller than you would typically expect in luxury new development. And in this particular floor plan configuration, you have 50 feet of unbroken frontage on the park. And this spectacular entertaining space here is furnished by Studio Sofield.
So Amy name drops Studio Sofield here, and she does this with intention and for a good reason. This luxury design company has worked with recognizable brands like Gucci, Tom Ford, and Bottega Veneta.
And what Bill Sofield has done with this space is really bring to life all of the entertaining and hosting capabilities that you would have in these apartments. So as you can see here, you have your dining area, illuminated by these beautiful vintage chandeliers, which are Italian-made glass bead chandeliers with brass fittings. You also have adjacent to your dining room a fabulous wet bar, which is finished in Portuguese bitless marble with refrigerated wine storage and an entire area for cocktail making. Again, perfect for those long dinner parties that we're all so excited to have again. The cabinetry here is all custom made in the UK. You've got a beautiful light finish here, which is very evocative of the facade of the building designed by Greg Pasquarelli and his team at Shop Architects.
Another name drop here, Shop Architects is another big name in its industry. Their work includes the Barclays Center and Uber HQ.
And then you'll notice, for example, in this hanging cabinetry, the glass has this beautiful curvature to it. And what that does is it reduces the glare as you're looking into the cabinetry so you can see your beautiful pieces of china or your dinner service or whatever you have stored up here. The countertops and backsplashes are this beautiful Brazilian quartzite, which is a wonderful natural stone that has all of this lovely texture to it. The appliances are all by Gaggenau, so perfect for the serious home chef.
For those who are unfamiliar, like me before I stepped into this apartment, Gaggenau is a top-tier luxury home appliance company.
You have a conventional oven, speed oven, and steam oven.
So a speed oven is essentially the same thing as a microwave. And another thing that Amy doesn't mention right here is that there is a built-in espresso machine.
Pot filler here above the stove, refrigerator, freezer, and plenty of wine storage. Plus you have your dishwasher here in the kitchen island. Even the faucet here is a custom design Studio Sofield for Calista. The floors that we're standing on are a fumed oak, and they're laid out in this traditional parquet pattern in every great room. And it's details like the floors, the baseboard and reveal that really speak to the exceptional quality of the finishes at the project. What I also love are these glass-wrapped corners here. These just give you these wonderful, expansive, sweeping corner views to the east, to the west here along Central Park West. And because you own the entire floor, your views are 360, as you'll see as we continue through the space. Now, this foyer, which connects the two halves of the space, is also beautiful and gracious. I just wanted to pause for a moment, though, and highlight the incredible hardware that is visible throughout the apartments. These door handles are custom made by a wonderful heritage firm called P.E. Guerin. They've been in business since 1857, and it's the only surviving foundry that still pours decorative metal by hand right here in New York City in the West Village. The floors are a Brazilian Macaúba stone. You have your powder room directly across the way from the entry.
So Amy talks about the entryway here, but doesn't really go into it. And I wanted to take a second here to talk about just how residents even get into their homes. So when a resident comes through the porte-cochere, a doorman or a security person will just summon an elevator, and it'll take that person directly into their home. They don't have a traditional turnkey to get into their front door. The elevator quite literally opens up directly to your home.
These powder rooms are among our most popular finishes. The stone that you see here is a jeweled onyx. You'll notice the beautiful natural variation in the stone here, the quality and detailing of the carving, and more of that fabulous custom hardware by P.E. Guerin in bronze. And you'll notice the traditional style gears here on the faucet. The lighting is also really important. What the lighting is evocative of are organ pipes, and these rod sconces with the bronze backing really do provide continuity to the very gilded Art Deco feel of the lobby and the common spaces.
Okay, so we should take a step back and talk about the common spaces. You see a lot of the gilded era, the Art Deco theme continue in even like the lobby, where you can see this massive gold palm and you hear this classical music that like calms you down. And even when you are walking down the hallway to get to the lobby, there is this massive, really intricate mural of New York City that was hand painted.
The master suite sits here on the southeast corner, and you enter into a spacious entrance gallery which can be used as a dressing hall, and then you have the first of your two dressing rooms here. And then the master bedroom itself has really wonderful proportions. The ceiling heights here are 12.5 feet, so you've got more of that wonderful airy volume. Fabulous views here to the southeast, straight down 6th Avenue. So you're picking up the iconic Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, and these views at night are just spectacular. You've got a fabulous custom bed here, which is ebonized rosewood, as well as this custom day bed here. And these triangular nesting tables are also vintage. So let's head through to the master bathroom. So these wonderful master bathrooms are among our most glamorous finishes. The walls are clad in white onyx, highly polished on the walls, more honed on the floors, radiant underfloor heating, of course. You have this fantastic double walk-in shower, which features body jets and sprays and more of that custom bronze by P.E. Guerin, plus the overhead rain showers and these wonderful deep windows bringing in all of that eastern light. And then you have these distinctive freestanding bathtubs, which are fabricated by a wonderful English firm called William Holland. This tub is actually copper, so you've got all of those heat retentive properties, but it's finished in nickel with a vintage bronze lip. And so then you come out of the master bathroom back into the dressing hall, past your second walk-in closet. And of course, especially in New York City, having this abundance of closet space is a real luxury. So So here behind the double doors is the first of the 2 secondary bedrooms. And you can see here that Studio Sofield has configured this space as a really comfortable den, would also work beautifully as a home office or as a guest bedroom or a family bedroom. We find that clients today are really gravitating towards spaces that offer that flexibility.
Amy mentions all of these possibilities because for a lot of these billionaire clients, they aren't using this space as a primary home. They are using it however they see fit. In fact, Amy mentioned that a lot of these buyers only visit this property maybe a handful of times a year.
The bathroom finishes here are really, really special, and I think this gives you a great example of just the texture and the confident design direction of each of these spaces, really the antithesis of a bland or cookie cutter approach to design. Here the combination is a Brazilian quartzite with a solid oak, with these wonderful glass rod sconces and fantastic vintage feel hardware from P.E. Guerin. Along the hallway here you have your home laundry with washer and dryer. We also add an AV closet here where we lay all of the wiring for shade pockets and AV systems. And this is a second guest bedroom, beautifully proportioned here on the southwest corner of the apartment. Again, the height of the ceilings, the dimensions of the space really give you a sense of volume, comfort and airiness. So that concludes our tour of the 43rd floor tower residence at 111 West 57th Street. It's 4,492 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. In addition to all of this, all residents will have access to 20,000 square feet of private residential amenities, which include a swimming pool, spa, and private dining rooms, in addition to our spectacular drive-in entrance on the 58th Street side to the building, a covered porte-cochere, which is a very rare and treasured amenity to have. The asking price on this residence is $28,750,000.
For more luxury listing price, make sure to subscribe to Insider. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.